Yo, what's up? So today we're going to be talking about the equipment in prospecting because so many people have told me to make a video about this. So I thought, why not? Definitely make sure to leave a like and you subscribe. It's completely free. And also I do give away some game passes every now and then. So definitely subscribe. Now the two locations where you can craft items or equipment, whatever you want to call them. The first one is in Rubble Creek, which is actually the spawn point. And then the second one is in like that town over there next to the Fortune River. So right over here as well. Now with the equipment, just in case you didn't know, you can only have one necklace on at a time. And also you can only have one charm on at a time. Now with the rings, when you first start out, I believe you only start with 2 ring slots, but then you can work your way up to 6 if you're free to play. But if you're pay to win, you can actually buy an extra 2. I believe it's a game pass in the shop, which is actually called, the more ring slot. So you can get 2 extra if you purchase that. Which, by the way, if you are going to be spending Robux to get a game pass, please consider using star code VIEW, which is view, and then press add. Thank you to anybody who uses my code. Also, with charms, just in case you didn't know, there are stars and there are also the percentage down there. So essentially, with the stars, the way it works is, as you can see, like I've got a 3 star here and then everything else is 5 stars. So the reason this is lower stars and where I messed up with this one is I actually used lower quality ores, which I think mainly it was like a lower weight. So for example, this item, this Apocalypse Bringer, which let me quickly show you. So this requires 1 painite, 1 palladium, 10 ruby, and 10 or 4 ash vines or whatever. Ash vine. Now what I would recommend is I would try and get, so you see how these are like red? I'm pretty sure that means that they're epics. I think they are epics, actually. This ash vine and ruby. Now, obviously, these are way easier to get, these 2 materials, than this one and this one down here. This palladium and also the painite. So I definitely would recommend that if you're going to be crafting the easier ores, definitely make sure that they're over at least 1 kg in weight. Now, obviously, the mythic, you don't really need to worry about the weight too much because mythics are hard to get, right? The legendary, try and get high weight for that as well. Don't underestimate that because you will get lower star, which won't be good, which pretty much means you'll get lower quality stuff overall when using that item, which obviously isn't good. Always aim for 5 stars. Now, the percentage is more about the stats. So as you can see, this Apocalypse Bringer, this is 55%, and it will actually have lower stats than this 83 or even the 93 one. I mean, look at that. Wow, that's actually crazy. For example, the dig strength is 8, and that's 19. The look, there's only a 1 difference on the look. But the shake strength is 3.9 and a 4.7, and then even the cell boost, there's 20% difference. The way you can increase the percentage is by going to the blacksmith and reforging the item. Now, this will cost money, but it's definitely worth doing if you've got a low tier, percentage or low tier stats or whatever. So do keep that in mind. You just got to hold it out like this and then just talk to the guy and reforge it. Now, keep in mind, every time you reforge, it will be more and more expensive every single time. And also, you're not guaranteed to get better stats. So you got to keep in mind, you could potentially get worse stats, but the thing is, you can just keep reforging until you finally get something good. But you are going to need a lot of money if you're going to be reforging a lot. I can't lie, because it does add up massively. Because it starts out with millions, but then it can go up to billions. So yeah, it gets crazy. Okay, next up with the items themselves, actually. So obviously in the game you have these commons, or actually I think these are technically uncommons and then common and then I think rares. I don't know, it doesn't actually say for some reason. I think these are rares, the blue, and then epics, and then legendaries, and then mythics. I think that's how it works. And then this is the exotic. So, of course, when you first start out on the game, you're going to start with these uncommon ones. So, always compare the rings and obviously the, sometimes in each bracket, there'll be 2 of each. So, as you can see, look, you've got 2 choices in the uncommons. There's 2 rings here. So, either the titanium ring or the gold ring. Now, when you're first starting off, I definitely recommend you'd probably go with the gold ring because not only is it much cheaper, you also get luck. So obviously that's going to help you out. I mean, the titanium ring does give you capacity, but I don't know if that's really that effective, to be honest. I'd rather go with the luck. Mainly what I do with, the equipment is I always kind of prioritize luck over anything, to be honest. But earlier on in the game, you might want to prioritize cell boost as well. Because if you have a look on this item, this amethyst pendant, you actually get luck and a cell boost, which is pretty that's pretty insane early on. Definitely make sure you work towards getting that, and then also obviously the garden glove, you might as well get that on your charm slot. So definitely these 3 in the beginning for sure. And then you want to work your way up. The smoke ring has a modifier boost, which can potentially get you more money. Now, once again, in this bracket, we've got 2 necklaces, actually. Now, it does look like that this necklace is actually better, this topless one. But it is, like, triple the price, so do keep that in mind. So you just want to keep slowly progressing through all the tiers. Now, I'm going to do some, like, honorable mentions that I feel like are really, really good, and the ones that you should work towards the most. And now, you know, if you see my live streams and stuff and some of my older videos, you'll know that the moon ring is one of my favorites, all right? If you're like, this is more for like mid-game players, to be honest. Highly recommend you work towards getting the moon ring, because this bad boy, it is 500,000, and you do need some moonstones in iridium, or however you say that. But the reason the moon ring is so good is because it gives you luck, it gives you dig speed, and it gives you shake speed. Now, at one point in the game, I actually had my entire loadout, well, my entire rings loadout as moon rings. I'm not even kidding. I had literally had 8 moon rings. That's how crazy I think they are. And the thing is, when you have 8 moon rings, like when you're mid-game, I mean, obviously, you know, you're going to get extra luck and stuff, but I mean, it's not that crazy, 1 to 7, but your dig speed and your shake speed, bro, you're going to be digging and shaking, like in the water and stuff, very, very fast. It's, yeah, it's actually insane. Now, I don't know if you want 8 of them on at a time. That might be a little crazy. I mean, that's what I did, but, you know, you might want to maybe switch it up with something else, like the Heart of the Ocean is also pretty good if you're trying to get like that extra cell boost. So maybe have a few moon rings on and a few Heart of the Oceans. I remember having like the meteor ring on as well, because I don't think the meteoric or like iron is that difficult to get, to be honest. So that's the thing. When you prioritize an equipment, you obviously want to go for the most effective, but also you want to go for the ones that are kind of the easier option to get. Because obviously, you know, if you scroll down and you see these guys right down here, like these mythics, obviously these are insane, but they're actually pretty difficult to get. Like this prismatic star, you need diamonds, you need Prismara, you need a pink diamond, you need this Borelite, this Aluminum, and this Starshine, which, I mean, 2 of these items are mythics, so it's pretty crazy. And also the Starshines are legendary. So, you know, aim for stuff to upgrade that isn't going to take you, like, days to grind for, you know what I mean? Also, especially in the beginning, you know, it may be worth potentially buying a tier. So let's just say maybe you buy like these commons, right? And you max out on this stuff. Maybe it's worth to save your money to upgrade to the next shovel and pan, rather than going to like the epic tier, because then instead of buying this stuff, you know, you could then potentially save up and skip to like these epics, which obviously include the moon ring, which I was talking about earlier. But it's really up to you on what you want to do. I mean, obviously, you know, end game, you want to be working towards these mythic items, because some of these are crazy. Like this Phoenix Heart, for example, this gives you 1 to 300 luck, which, you know, obviously if you get it maxed out at 100% 5 stars, it'll give you 300 luck, which is crazy. Although there is a negative though, because it does minus your size boost. So that is one thing to notice as well. Well, I think it's worth it anyway, because the 300 luck is pretty crazy. Also, there's another one called Phoenix Wings with the capacity minus 80, minus 40. You can have both the Phoenix Wings and the Phoenix Heart at the same time, which is actually what I've got on right now. So this is 600 luck just for these 2 items. But it does give me a negative 40 capacity and also a negative 40 size boost. So yeah, but if you want more tips and stuff on the game, now I'm trying to just keep this video just about the equipment. I highly recommend you go on my channel and check out my tips and tricks videos. Check out my how to get more luck videos. I go in, you know, pretty in-depth detail on all of those videos as well. Like I said, I'm just trying to keep this just for the equipment. So definitely make sure you check out my other videos. There's so much more to learn in this game, I can't lie. But yeah, appreciate you watching, and I will see you in the next one. Actually, wait, look, I've got this beautiful new merch as well, if you're interested. Check it out, link in description. It's for prospecting merch. It's actually GTA themed. As you can see, it's like the GTA logo, but prospecting. I thought it's pretty cool. Top link in description. But anyway, yeah, hopefully you have a really good day, and bye-bye.